Okay.
Yeah. Let me know if my screen is visible. I'm just going to share my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Great, great. Uh, welcome you all for a discussion. We are going to discuss today about that what all opportunities available, job opportunities available in Australia and New Zealand specifically. We can discuss and take your questions also at the later stage end of the webinar. If you want to migrate to other countries apart from Australia and New Zealand, we can take your questions for US, UK, Middle East also. So we have gathered here to discuss that what all opportunities available as a registered pharmacist there in Australia and New Zealand, right? So I'll just take you through with the complete presentation, and at the end of the presentation, I'll take your questions to answer all of them. You can ask, you can unmute yourself in between, and then you can ask your questions, or you can type your questions in the chat box, and I will be happy to help you with the answers of your questions. So, why academically? You may be aware of what academically does. So, I'll take you through that. Academically is started by Dr. Akram Ahmad. He himself an Indian pharmacist. He completed his bachelor and a master degree from India, and then he pursued his PhD from Annamalai, India, and then he moved Malaysia as a pharmacy lecturer there in Malaysia. He spent around 5-6 years, and then since 7 years he is there in Australia as a pharmacy lecturer there in University of Sydney, and he's a manager with a hospital called Westmed Sydney. He's a burn research manager there. So he's holding very strong background, and what he felt is that if we talk about the Indian crowd, they are actually unaware of their career perspective, that what is next. After completion of your bachelor degree or a master degree, you might be thinking, what is next? Where I'll have to do my job? What I'll be holding as a position for, right? So he started, what he felt is that they are actually not aware of. So he started counseling individuals and suggesting for a career path. Being an educator, being a pharmacy lecturer in University of Sydney, he started guiding people. So he has got a very good traction, and the people started coming in. So for him also, it was very difficult to guide thousands of people. So he formed a company called Academically.ai, and we are working towards the same mission and vision, uplifting entire healthcare community, whether it is pharmacists, nurses, lab technicians, physiotherapists, MBBS doctor, anyone has done any medical or healthcare degree or master degree, bachelor degree, we are going to help them if they are intended to migrate to any other countries and wanted to beautify and set their career in like Australia, New Zealand, Middle East, US, UK, Ireland, whatever country you work, you want to pursue your career, we will be able to help you. Academically is actually an education company, and it's started by Dr. Akram Ahmad with the same mission which I've told you as of now. And we prepare for the training programs, the competitive exams training program, and we help you with the placement, visa support, and we conduct the training programs also to clear. I'll talk about the briefly what all services which we offer, but this was the brief about Academically. So Dr. Akram Ahmad is the founder of Academically.ai, and he's having over 10 years of teaching and research experience. As I told you that he's completed his master, bachelor degree and PharmD from Annamalai, India. And then he taught in various colleges in India, moved to Malaysia. I spent 5-6 years there in Malaysia as a pharmacy lecturer. And then since 6-7 years, he's there in University of Sydney as a pharmacy lecturer. and he's a manager, burn research manager in Western Sydney Hospital also. So he's practicing there, and he's a visionary behind it, and guiding people in different colleges or individuals. We are working towards the same mission of uplifting entire healthcare community. Academically is actually having a two services. The one is a study abroad. Second is registration. If somebody wants to register themselves as a pharmacist, medical doctor, nurses, lab technicians, any medical healthcare professionals want to register themselves, we are helping them with the process, entire process from their document evaluation till they fly and start working there. So there are two options if you want to migrate to other countries. So one is going to be the study abroad. So in study abroad, if you have completed your Bachelor of Pharmacy, wants to pursue your Master of Pharmacy in abroad, in Australia, New Zealand, US, UK, Gulf, any country. So you need to spend lakhs of rupees. You need to also spend your 2 to 3 years, right? So it is a time consuming, and money consumption also will be very high. So academically, don't suggest you as of now to go ahead with the pathways for study abroad, because it will take a lot of time, 2 to 3 years, and it will take a lot of money also to invest in it. Once you complete your study abroad, you'll have to file your registration with the Pharmacy Council, as you are filing your registration and taking a license from Home State Pharmacy Council here in India. So it is a very longer process. So we are not recommending you as of now. So I'll tell you that when to study abroad, right? So the second option, what we suggest is here now, you have already spent your money in your bachelor degree or a master degree. So here is a time now you to complete, clear certain examinations and become a registered pharmacist there in Australia and New Zealand. And you can earn a lot of money there. After that, you can pursue your higher studies. So I'll take you through with the entire process of study abroad and the council examination. So the second option is called council examination preparation. So in India, what happened is that once you complete your bachelor degree or a master degree, you'll have to take a license from the home state council. Once you take a license, then you can practice here. It is similarly in other countries also. Without the license, you cannot practice there as a registered practitioner or healthcare practitioner there. So second option is going to be conducted by the Australian Pharmacy Council, which we called the council examination. So it is very shorter process, and in 6 months to 1 year maximum, you will be able to clear all the examination, file your visa process, and find out a job, fly down there, started working there, right? In maximum 6 months to 1 year, not more than that. Where you are spending your 2 to 3 years in your higher studies and spending your 40-50 lakh rupees in higher studies as of now, right? So the second option is suggested by Academically, that you should clear certain examination, which we'll talk about in my later slide. And after clearing the examination, you can become a registered pharmacist there in Australia and New Zealand and find out a job and start working there, earn a lot of money. Here we are going to talk about what roles are available in New Zealand and Australia. So if you want to become a registered pharmacist, the role will be the 90% of the job lies in retail pharmacy and hospital pharmacy. So if you want to become a retail pharmacist or hospital pharmacist, where 90% of jobs in Australia are there in these two domains only, if you want to become a retail pharmacist or hospital pharmacist. And process for both the roles are the same. Like you need to first take your initial skill assessment, which we call document evaluation, where you need to submit all your documents with the Pharmacy Council, and we will help you to proceed ahead with this process. Academically will be able to do everything on your behalf. So you'll have to submit all of your documents, your degree, your transcript, your Aadhaar card, PAN card, your license with Home State Council, and then we will be submitting to the APC, Australian Pharmacy Council. They will take 4 to 8 weeks of time, and once they will approve, then you can take the examination called KAPS. KAPS examination called Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So once you clear the KAPS examination, you need to attempt the English test also, whether it is IELTS, OET or PTE, because these are the English countries. So you need to clear the English proficiency test also. Once you clear your initial skill assessment, KAPS examination, English test, then you can file your visa process, right? For the visa process also, Academically is going to help you in the entire process. So you need not to worry at all. You'll have to just focus towards your examination, and rest you can impose everything on the Academically, and Academically will be helping you in the entire process. For the hospital pharmacy also, you need to take your document evaluated first, second KAPS examination, third English proficiency test, and fourth will be visa process. I'll talk about the visa process also in my later slide. So pharmaceutical industries, if we talk about, if you want to become an industry pharmacist, industrial pharmacist there in Australia, so I would say that you can skip the KAPS examination. So it does not require the KAPS examination clearance if you want to become an industrial pharmacist. So what you need to do is you need to produce all of your documents, your bachelor degree, transcript, and your certificate, your Aadhaar card, PAN card, your license, registration certificate, and thereafter you will be assessed by the Australian Pharmacy Council. After that, you can clear the English proficiency test, and directly you can apply for the visa process, right? So this is going to be for the industrial pharmacist. But here are the requirement. The eligibility is changed. If you want to become an industrial pharmacist, you need to have at least 2 years of work experience. So for the industrial pharmacist, you need to have a 2 years of work experience. Now, I'll talk about the pharmacy technician. So who all the pharmacy technicians can become a pharmacy technicians? Those who have completed their bachelor degree or a master degree, if they want to pursue their career as a pharmacy technician, they can pursue their career as a pharmacy technician, but they need to have at least 1 year of experience with them. Secondly, you are going to assist the registered pharmacist there in Australia, right? So if you want to become a pharmacy technician, then you'll have to register as a pharmacy technician there in Australia. And but what I would suggest that if you want to go ahead and want to become a registered pharmacist, then you need to clear the KAPS. But for the pharmacy technician, you need not to attempt the KAPS examination, and for the industrial pharmacist also. But here you need to have certain experience. So for the industry pharmacist, you need to have 2 years. For the pharmacy technicians, you need to have 1 year experience. But I would not suggest the industrial pharmacist, because there are limited opportunities in the industrial pharmacist. If we talk about the retail pharmacist and hospital pharmacist, then you will be having at least, like, you will be the jobs are going to be 90% in retail pharmacists and hospital pharmacists, because in Australia there are limited industries. They used to buy the medicines from India and China, and if being a like having a limited opportunities, I would suggest that you can file your initial skill assessment, clear the KAPS examination, then you can go on PR visa after becoming a registered pharmacist. If you are working there as a registered pharmacist, there are a lot of opportunities. You can find out the job very easily. But in the industrial pharmacist, there are limited opportunities. So I would suggest you can clear the exam and then you can go. If you intended to work as an industrial pharmacist only and you want to skip the examination, then you let us know. We will help you in the entire process for the industrial pharmacist also. But being an educator, it is our work to guide you in a proper way and give you the complete information, whether it is like limited opportunities or the maximum opportunities are available. For the pharmacy technician, you can have the opportunities are available, very much opportunities are available, but you'll become a assistant to a registered pharmacist there. So you will not be having a registration and you will not be working as a registered pharmacist there. You are going to assist to a registered pharmacist in a pharmacy. So if you want to become a pharmacy technician, you need to score 1 years of, you need to have 1 years of experience, and the similar, you need to have your skill assessment done and your English test. And thereafter, you can apply for your visa and EOI process for industrial pharmacist. And now I'll tell you that if you want to become a university lecturer there in Australia or New Zealand. So here it is a lot of competition, I can say. And if you are having a very good profile, then you can apply for university lecturership. Why? Because if you are holding your M.Pharm or PhD and having 2 years of experience, you can apply, but you need to have a very strong profile and you need to score at least 90 plus point to apply for university lecturership, because there are limited universities and colleges available. In entire Australia, you can find out only 8 to 9 pharmacy colleges are available. And in entire India, you can find out close to 7,000 pharmacy colleges are available. So that's the reason they require a skilled pharmacist, not the lecturers there in the universities, because they have the limited universities and colleges. So we do have like no scope and low scope, I can say, for university lecturership also. Now I'll take you through with the complete process. As I told you that initial skill assessment is your first step, second KAPS examination, third is going to be the English test. So there are certain differences between the Australia and New Zealand both. So Australia, consider your application without any experience. If you have zero experience, you have just recently passed your bachelor degree or degree. If you want to there as a registered pharmacist, you can work there after clearing the KAPS examination. So for KAPS examination, the eligibility in Australia, that without any experience, if you hold your bachelor degree or a master degree, and if you are having your license with you with the State Pharmacy Council, you can apply for and you can sit in the KAPS examination. So where New Zealand need 1 years of work experience. So if you want to apply for New Zealand as a registered pharmacist, then you need to have 1 years of work experience. Second major difference is that New Zealand give you the multiple attempts for KAPS examination. So if you fail in Australian KAPS exam, then you can re-attempt those examination unlimited time. There's no limitation. You can multiple time you can attempt this examination, but in New Zealand you have only 2 attempts. So if you fail twice, then you won't be able to attempt the KAPS examination for New Zealand. There's the age restrictions also. The third point, third differences between the Australia and New Zealand. You need to have your age below 45 years in Australia. So if you want to work as a registered pharmacist, you have cleared your examination, you have done your skill assessment, you have cleared your English test. And if you are having an age below 45 years, then there's a chance that you can easily earn the permanent residency visa. If you have above 45, you can sit in the KAPS examination, but there's a low chance and no chance for getting a PR visa or work visa there if you want to work as a registered pharmacist. Where in New Zealand, there's no age restrictions. So these are the main differences. And I can say that as being having a neighboring country like New Zealand, and which is a very small island, I can say. So they do have very limited opportunities also, not much opportunities in comparison to the Australia. So Australia is actually 2.5 times bigger than India, right? And the population is also very low, and they outsource the talent. They invite talents from other countries to practice there after becoming a registered healthcare practitioner in Australia. Now I'll take you through that what we all cover in the initial skill assessment. So initial skill assessment is actually going to be done with Australian Pharmacy Council. So what you need to do, you need to produce your Bachelor of Pharmacy, Master of Pharmacy, or PharmD degree, or transcript, and your registration as a pharmacist with State Pharmacy Council in India, passport, national ID, birth certificate, and passport size photograph. Once you submit this, you'll have to pay to Australian Pharmacy Council a fee for the initial skill assessment, which we have like $1310. 1,310 Australian dollar you'll have to pay directly to the Australian Pharmacy Council by using your international debit or a credit card. And we will process your initial skill assessment with the Australian Pharmacy Council. And it takes 4 to 8 weeks of time. They are going to evaluate all your documents submitted to APC. Once you found eligible to sit in the examination, then they will send you a go ahead, and then you can take the examination in India only. And there are multiple centers for writing the KAPS examinations in India. So we do have a center, 8 centers in India. I'll take you through what all centers we have in India in my later slide. So once you got the go ahead from Australian Pharmacy Council, then you can book your slot for the examination, upcoming examination, KAPS examination. They conduct the examination 3 times in a year, March, July, and November. So any upcoming examination, you can attempt it online by walking down to the center available in India. Once you clear the KAPS examination, so once you apply for the examination, you'll have to pay the examination fee. So the KAPS examination, as I told you, that it full form is Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So they are just going to judge your skills in pharmaceutical sciences, the basic skills, basic pharmaceutical sciences related questions they are going to ask. And they are going to charge the examination fees 2,230 Australian dollar once you are going to sit in the examination at the center. Once you, if you fail in the examination, they are going to again charge 2,230 Australian dollar each time when you reattempt the test. But Academically is actually designed our training program in such a way that you are going to clear your training, your test in your first attempt. I'll tell you how, because we have designed this training program after going through the 15 years of paper, after having a research on those papers. We have created this training program, and we are going to assess your skills also each and every steps. So let's say you have joined our training program. It is going to be for 4 months. Training is going to be for light training is going to be for 3 months, and 1 month going to be revision. And in between the training itself, we are going to assess your skills, whether you are progressing in the training program or not, in the form of mock test. So if you're performing well in the mock test, the trainer and you will be also pretty much confident that you will be able to clear your examination at your first attempt, because you are performing very well in your mock test. And your trainer also, your faculty also be very confident that you should take the examination now, because you are you're performing very good in the mock test. So once you are pretty much confident, then you can take the upcoming test. Otherwise, there's no harm in taking the training and support from Academically, because Academically is going to charge a training fee once only, and we are committed to deliver the training until you pass the examination, so that you are not going to waste your 2,230 Australian dollar every time, which is a huge amount, 1.2 lakh rupees you are going to invest if you're going to retake the examination. If you fail the examination each time, you are going to pay. So that's what we help you in such a way that you will be able to clear your examination at your first attempt, and we do have close to 90% of success rate. So 100 people are attempting the examination, 90 people are clearing the examination at their first attempt. So which is a very good success rate. So this is the pattern of the KAPS examination. So they are going to ask you certain questions from these 4 domains like pharmaceutics, therapeutics, pharmaceutical chemistry, and pharmacology and physiology, right? And they are going to have 2 papers. The paper 1 and paper 2 contains 100 questions each paper, and you will be getting a gap also in between both the paper. So once you write the paper 1, you will be getting a break of 1 hour, and then you'll have to write another paper, right? So the same day both the papers you are going to write. There's no negative marking, and passing percentage is 50. So the 100 questions paper 1 having 100 questions, paper 2 also having 100 question. And from the paper 1, they are going to ask pharmaceutical chemistry, physiology, pathophysiology, and pharmacology. From the paper 2, they are going to ask from pharmaceutics and therapeutics. And you need not to refer even a single page out of the academically, the preparation materials and the live classes, because we provide you enough materials, enough live classes, enough recorded lectures, and you won't face any difficulty in passing your examination at your first attempt. So you'll be taking the entire help from Academically. You need not to refer anything out of the syllabus of Academically. And I am pretty much enough capable. I haven't seen the people, those who are devoting 2 to 3 hours, they are clearing very easily this examination at their first attempt. So once you clear the examination, then they will take 2 to 3 weeks. And once after 2 to 3 weeks, they are going to send you the result. You're going to download the result from your portal itself, and they are going to send you a letter, that skill assessment letter, that you can have in your email, that you have passed the KAPS examination. Now you are good to go ahead and follow the other process. So once you got your result, your skill assessment later, then you can apply for the English test, right? So these are the centers which I was talking about: Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. So you all are from Pune, so you can attend this examination from Pune itself. So once you complete your skill assessment, then you can choose a date and time, upcoming date and time for the examination. Let's say the upcoming date is going to be November, or next year March. Then you will be booking those examination by certain dates provided by Australian Pharmacy Council. So once you book the date, you can walk down to the centers. These many centers are there, and attempt your examination online. This is, I was talking about, that close to 94% are passing percentage. So this is the company called pharmatutor.org. They have published our article that we do have more than 90% passing and success ratio for our KAPS examination. Once you clear the KAPS examination, you'll have to take the English assessment test also, like OET, PT, and IELTS. So in IELTS, you need to score like 7 individual bands, and OET, you need to have 350 in each of the 4 component: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And PT also, it's easy in comparison to the IELTS, and PT requires 65 points, right? And you can attempt any of the examination, any of the examinations, either IELTS, OET, and PT. And after clearing this examination, you can file your visa. And for Academically also, if you want to prepare for the English training also, Academically is providing one month of English proficiency exam training also. So we will prepare you. We have rich, experienced faculties, those who are teaching these many courses since many years, having 15, 20 years of experience with them. They are going to teach you, and they are pretty much certified in various bodies also. So they are going to prepare you for a month almost, and then you'll be able to clear the English test also. If you want to take a training, you can take the training from Academically too. This is the industrial pharmacist migration pathway, which I've told you that industrial, if you want to become an industrial pharmacist and want to migrate to Australia as an industrial pharmacist, then there's no KAPS examination. You need to just file your skill assessment, which we will do for you. You can train yourself with us for PT examination, OET or IELTS examination, and thereafter clear the English test, and then you file your EOI and visa. And for the industrial pharmacist, we require 2 years of experience. So you need to produce your experience certificate also that you have worked as an industrial pharmacist here in India, and then you can move on. If you want to become a pharmacy technician, then you need to have 1 year of experience. You need to just file your skill assessment, take the English examination test, and file your EOI and visa, having 1 year of experience with you. Academically is going to help you in entire process for any of the roles and responsibilities which we have shown you here, whether it is retail pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, industrial pharmacist, or any other pathways. So these are the visas. These are going to be the PR visas. So if you talk about 190, subclass 190, 491, 407, right? These are the skilled visas. So you are going to earn certain points based on your age, your dependents, what degree you have done, if you have certified from any of the bodies, having any license and everything, you need to, they are going to give you certain points. So once you score minimum 65 plus points, then you can apply for the permanent residency visa. You are eligible to apply for. And easily, people are getting very easily those PR visas and all. So once you apply for the PR visa, you'll be getting an invite for visas, and then you start searching for a job. So your first job is going to be as an intern pharmacist. So because you have cleared the KAPS examination, after clearing the KAPS examination, you'll be having a limited registration, right? Because you haven't applied yet after clearing the KAPS examination, you haven't applied with the body called APRA, AHPRA, where you need to apply for the registration and have the license to become an independent pharmacist. So you need to work under the supervision of the registered pharmacist for at least 8 to 9 months or 1 year. And you need to have 800 hours completed as an intern pharmacist. After that, they are going to conduct a clinical trial, which is going to be a practical test. Once you clear the practical test, then you can file your registration and take the license from the body called APRA, which I have told you. And thereafter, you can independently work as a retail pharmacist and hospital pharmacist. And here it is, if we talk about the intern pharmacist, so you may be wondering that whether they are going to pay me for the internship or not. Yes, it is going to be the paid internship, and they are going to pay you the similar amount, 3 to 5 lakh per month. So you are going to earn around 55 to 60 lakh per annum as an pharmacist, registered pharmacist and intern pharmacist, because they are going to pay you hourly basis. So as an intern pharmacist, they are going to pay you from 28 Australian dollar minimum per hour, and it goes up to like 55 or $60 also, based on if you are registered, if you are working as an intern pharmacist and all, right? So it is going to be the average salary. And average time, as I told you at the beginning of the webinar, that 6 months to 1 year. So your initial skill assessment, your document verification is going to take around 2 to 4 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, which is around 1 month to 2 months. And thereafter, you will take a training with Academically for 4 months. It comes 6 months. And after that, you will clear your English test, right? And thereafter, you can apply for the visa and fly down there and start working there. So minimum, it takes 6 months, and maximum, it takes 1 year. So from 6 months to 1 year, you will fly down there and start working there. It takes average time 6 months to 1 year. These are some of the reviews which we have. And you guys have already connected with Muzaffar. So Muzaffar is coordinating this webinar. So you can get in touch with him if you have any clarification. Now I'll be happy to take your questions if you have any. So you can ask your questions in Hindi, English, in whatever language you want to ask. Yes, anyone. Yes, Tejas raised hand. So Tejas, you can unmute yourself and ask, please.
Sir, we are in final year. So when we complete our degree, then we are eligible to apply for a job in Australia, na?
Yes. So initial skill assessment, which we call document verification, require your license also, right? So once you complete your degree, then you will have to file your license with the home state pharmacy council, right? Once you get your license, then you can apply for the initial skill assessment. But what I would suggest that your training takes minimum 4 months, right? So we give you the training for 4 months. So by doing that, by attending the training, you can save your 4 months at least. And after that, what you can do is once you complete your degree, immediately you can apply for the skill assessment where Academically is going to help you. And once your skill assessment is done, after getting the license and everything from Australian Pharmacy Council, then you can sit in the examination immediately. So by doing this, by following this pathway, taking a first and preparing yourself first for the training, you will save a lot of time which you are going to take. If you'll wait for your license and taking the training after your license, then it takes a lot of time, right? So after getting the license, you can take 4 to 6 months or whatever months you require for the training. And once you prepare yourself, then you can take the examination, right? But if you complete your training at the beginning and have your license, then you can apply for the skill assessment. Then immediately you can sit in the examination, clear the examination and fly down and start working there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Tejas. So I think I have a question from Shyam sir also. What is included in the skill assessment? So skill assessment, sir, it is going to be the document evaluation. So you need to, like everyone needs to produce their bachelor or master degree, whatever they have done, and their transcript, their Aadhaar card, PAN card, and their pharmacy license with the home state pharmacy council. These documents they are going to evaluate, sir. And once they evaluate their documents and once they found that he or she is like well qualified and eligible to take the examination, because there may be like a lot of fake degrees also and fake universities are also there. So maybe they may be facing like some of the issues. But if the degree is valid and if they found everything is okay, then they are going to take minimum like 4 to 8 months maximum, and then they can take the examination. I hope I am clear, sir. Shyam sir.
Yes, yes. And what do you say? Is experience necessary before going there? Should students take experience over here and then
So
go
in
for
Australia,
further?
sir, in Australia, they don't require any experience, but if you have any experience, it will help them in the visa process. So it will add on certain points, sir, right? And not more than 5 points. So if they are like working and having experience a minimum 3 years, then they will be getting 5 points. If they have below 3 years, then they won't be getting any points. It would be considered as a zero experience. But definitely experience will add on value addition in their the interview process, sir. Because if I'm going to hire someone and there are 10 resumes, right? So I will process first those who are having experience, right? Nothing like that. And then, like in Australia, they don't require any experience. It's clear, sir?
Okay, sir. And what would be the costing of the course? And when
What would
ideally
be
should students join the course? What would be the
I'm sorry.
course structure and price?
Course
Fee.
structure, our course fee, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the entire processor takes maximum 6.5 lakh rupees in entire process. I'm not talking about our academically fees only. I'm talking about the government fees. And from 6.5 lakh rupees, Indian rupees, 4.5 lakh rupees goes to the Australian Pharmacy Council and their government, because they are going to pay for the skill assessment 1310 Australian dollar, which comes 75,000 rupees. And thereafter, for the attempting the examination, they are going to pay to government 1.2 lakh rupees. And then around 2.5 lakh rupees, 2.2 lakh rupees, they are going to pay to for the visa processing to the government. So the 4.5 lakh rupees around it takes, the government takes, and around 1.5 lakh rupees or close to like 1.7 lakh rupees we are charging for the training, which includes the entire support, sir. And which includes like skill assessment, and we help you in the training, preparing you for the council examination. We help you preparing in the English examination, and we guide you how you can file your visa and everything. We guide you that what all questions they are going to ask in an interview, what resume you require, what your cover letter should look like, right? So in these many processes, entire processes academically is going to help you, sir. And for the academically fees, anyone can take the no cost EMI also. So we do have a tie-up with a bank called EduOnes. So they are going to like give you the loan also without any interest on your EMI. So whatever loan they are going to take, they'll have to just repay to the bank same amount. But that they can take only on the academically fee, not the government fee.
So what is it? EduOnes Bank.
EduOnes. So you need to produce your documents to us only, and we will be having a team sitting with us only in EduOnes team with us only. So they will help you.
Okay, students, if you have any doubt, you can ask.
There is a question in
Sir,
chat box.
Tejal is asking one question, sir. Tejal is asking 4 months training be conducted where it is conducted. Is in Australia?
No, it is online, Tejal. So it is going to be online, 4 months training, and all faculties are registered and certified, and they have followed the same pathway. They have completed their the registration process here in India, completed their bachelor, master degree, and PhD, and then they moved Australia by cracking the KAPS examination, following the same pathway, and they are working since many years there in Australia. So they are going to guide you in step by step. So it is going to be online, Teja. Others, you have any question or you want to drop off? I think. Yeah, you can drop off. You can drop off. Yes, you can drop off.